Hello, hello. This is Kay with Create with Kay, and today we are coming at you with a very special blog or YouTube hop. Yep, let me get my words right. YouTube hop with Traci Reed Designs. This is using her All Is Calm new collection that is coming, or that is out actually. And I am loving this collection. Of course, all things Christmas, I absolutely love. But she does have two collections. She is absolutely crazy and did an All Is Calm and an All Is Bright kit. So this one is the more muted kit, and the All Is Bright one is definitely, obviously, all of your bright pinks and blues and all that kind of stuff. So this one is definitely more my style, but I am going to tackle that All Is Bright one. So here I am, yes, fidgeting with one of the oldest tools probably in my collection of scrapbooking stuff. This is one of those circle cutters from Friskars that I used probably way back in 2008 when I used to scrapbook when my oldest was probably one. Yeah. That's my story. Is I used to scrapbook a long time ago. I put it away for several years because I was growing my photography business and raising two little boys that were very busy. So, and I am just now getting back to it. So this is a picture from 2019 of Christmas morning, and the two boys obviously staged. They don't do this on their own, of course, but looking at the tree, they know waking up on Christmas morning, there are about three pictures that my mom always gets. The one of them sitting in front of the tree looking at us, a family picture of all four of us in front of the tree, and then one of them looking at the tree and all of the awe, of course. So before they can open their gifts. I know, I'm such a horrible mom, right? So I used my silhouette to cut out this gorgeous wreath and just traced it, and it removed the white center for me. Which is perfect. A lot of her embellishments in this kit definitely can be used as frames and all of that kind of stuff. Putting on these little holly berries that just were, cut out and not a part of the whole one piece. And then I needed to stop the camera because I realized I hadn't print and cut any of my embellishments. I'm not sure why. And so I'm using that All Is Calm as my title, though this moment was probably not that calm, but the picture is calm and serene, right? And it's what I wanted to remember of my boys. Unfortunately, this picture did print a little blacker than I wanted, but I wasn't going to go reprint it. It turned out fine. It's not that big of a deal. Choose some elements from her kits, which I will have to say, like, out of all of the digital kits I've ever used, Traci Reed just packs her kits full of so many great embellishments, guys, that you can make like 5-6 spreads and never use the same embellishment. And it's amazing. So most of the time also she includes all of these titles or headers or whatever you want to kind of call them, alphas, and I don't even have to think about a title, honestly. I used this, like I said, as my title. There isn't going to be any journaling on this page, as the picture kind of tells the story for myself. I do scrapbook a lot for myself. And really, I just wanted to get this picture into my scrapbook, as I haven't scrapbooked any of 2019's Christmas. I started December Daily in 2020. So yeah, just working backwards a little bit and trying to fill in a lot of the spaces, or at least a lot of the pictures that I want to get documented. And this is definitely one of those. And also not the best picture. It's pitch black outside. Our lighting in our house is absolutely horrid in the morning, or in the nighttime, whatever you want to call it, because it's night, morning, that type of thing. And honestly, when I went back to these pictures, it looked like my phone was completely dirty. So black and white it was, right? So yeah, so there is that one. And then the other side is just going to be this 3x8 pre-made signature TN is what she calls them. That is going to go on the other side. I am going to embellish with these little trees on the bottom. And honestly, that is about it. I do forget that it was a 3x8, and I needed it 3x 3 by 8.25 pretty much. So you will put see me put a little, I'm going to cut one of those frames up that's up above there and put a little red. And honestly, I think actually it like tied everything in, to tell you the honest truth. It was like a little happy mistake. But really nothing too much for this side of the spread. And I love that sentiment. Obviously, there's no place like home for the holidays. And honestly, looking back at 2019's Christmas is very surreal for me, as we had no idea what we were heading into in just a few short months, right? And it was my last Christmas that, not my last Christmas, but the last Christmas I felt like it was definitely just a carefree Christmas. And, yeah, I think we're finally getting back to that this year. But the last two Christmas and holiday seasons have been a bit rough for just my family and in general. So, yeah, I love looking back at these pictures. And plus, my little guys were so adorable, right? So here I am. I am just adding that red banner literally from that frame. I probably would never use this frame in whole, honestly. So I was going to probably cut it up regardless. And so using this little piece at top, it was pretty much perfect, as it was I think just over that 0.25. Yeah, I'm just going to tape this onto the back using a little bit of this, double-sided tape, because when I put it into my album, I will be sticking something on the other side of this, so then it will get a lot more stable. There we go. Just trying to figure out which side I wanted to put my holes on, and definitely going to line these two pages up so that they meet. See, it was just a smidgen over 0.25. Poke some holes in there and move on to the next spread. So the next spread, when I seen this paper, I don't know why, when I seen this digital, I was just like, all I seen was pockets, right? So sometimes when you see some papers or some embellishments, you just know kind of what you want to do with it. And when I seen this 6x8 paper, I was like, it would be so cool to chop that paper up and create some pockets out of it, right? So that's exactly what I did. Again, these pictures I believe are from 2019. Yeah, I believe these ones are 2019 also. And what I did in my silhouette is I just traced the line between the solid part and the white part, and it, picked up that line and cut this into little strips for me just perfectly, leaving those scallop edges, and worked like a charm, right, guys? I was so excited for this when it came out, and I was like, might actually work. So what I'm here doing is going to just set up my pocket. So I believe I cut it into 4, which gave me 3 pockets. I really wasn't quite sure how it was going to come together, as this one was a little bit harder to set up in Photoshop since I was chopping all of the pattern paper into half. I just needed to remember which side was going to be the pockets, and I wasn't quite sure if I was going to use it as full pockets across it, or if I was just going to do a half pocket. But I did decide, as you can see, kind of just to make those pockets the full spread so that I could fit in several different pieces. So here I am just building that with some double-sided tape. This is the adhesive that I use if I am doing large strips, because roller adhesive is like gold around here. And I go through a lot of it. So the double-sided tape definitely is a cheaper option. Plus it is a little bit more stable. You're going to see this pocket is the one I messed up on. And I put that adhesive on the wrong side. I should always be putting it on the top, not the bottom. I'm going to flip it over here. Then you're going to see me put, so yeah, this is where I'm like, oh no. You're going to see me put that backing back on the adhesive, and that is just my way of covering up that adhesive until I can figure out something else to do with it. And honestly, I don't end up doing it. It sticks back just fine. And honestly, getting that backing off of adhesive sometimes is the hardest thing in the world. So why would I think that it's just going to fall off under a spread, right? It's not going to. So I just left it. That top piece I just completely adhered down because that's not going to be a pocket. And then here are my pictures. Again, for some reason, my printer is printing out my black and whites a little darker than what my computer is showing me. So I do need to kind of figure that out and calibrate my screen a little bit, I think, on my black and whites. But I really wasn't that worried about it. They're small. I might reprint one of them, but I already put things on the back of all of these, so I don't think I'll probably go back and do it. Once it's done, right? It's not, I have the picture and I'll always have the picture. So, all right, so I'm just going to slide these on here. I did print one of her 3x4 cards down. Oh, all of these pictures are down to about 2.5 by, what was it? Yeah, 2.5 by 3s. I think they were right around there. As I didn't want them to be 3x4s and be huge, as we have multiple layers going on here. Here I am I wasn't quite sure if that's exactly how I wanted to do it, so now I am pretty sure that's how I want to do it, so I'm removing all that adhesive. So yeah, those little pockets I just slipped my pictures right into. And then I also printed out some journaling cards and the title family, with just some embellishments to go in behind that family to kind of make it pop. Once I was peeling it off, I was like, this paper feels really weird. Yeah, I accidentally printed all of these on sticker paper instead of matte photo paper. So I was like, well, it's not the worst thing in the world. Now I don't have to use adhesive. But the bad thing is when I was trying to do this title, once I pulled the sticker paper off, then obviously the whole thing's sticky, and I was you'll see me here in a few minutes. I put it in like half on the fold and half over the fold, and so I ended up having to mat it back down on white paper and fussy cut it out. So it is what it is. Like, some things work, some things don't. This one I am just gonna put the sentiment card on the back of it. I cannot remember exactly what this says. No place like home, I think, or no place like I'm not sure. I didn't have enough journaling. Again, guys, this was 2019. These are just this isn't like anything like special moments. This is like the regular pictures that we do every year that I want to document. So not a ton of journaling. I did journal a little bit on each one of them, though one of them kind of like journaling from the perspective of now, and the other one of journaling in the perspective of then. Again, just mentioning how, looking at all of these pictures from 2019, you just see the joy and the carefree and, the craziness that was nobody knew what the craziness that was going to happen just 3 short months later. So it was like, it's just nostalgic looking back at them. I don't know if you guys have done that, looking back at pictures like right before COVID. I know it's a little bit different for me, as honestly, me and my husband had went on a trip to Jamaica just not even 10 days before the world shut down, and thinking about how we were in another country, and honestly, like, when we left, yeah, there was talks about what was happening, but really it wasn't like serious. We were not wearing even masks on the plane at that point. And to come back and 10 days later, the whole world shut down was actually kind of just nuts. So I think that's where it hits me just a little bit harder. I don't know. It's weird. So anyways, here I am. You see me fussy cut that out. Now I can adhere just the bottom half. And then I have issues with all of my things, and I'm like, oh crap, like I'm gonna have the same issue with this one. So I just put this one a little bit lower than I originally planned, so it didn't hang over that half. And then I end up leaving the holly on the sticker paper and just gluing the sticker paper right to it, and just doing one little, right there, one little piece of glue, and that will keep that little bit of paper there. And perfect. All right, so let's slide these all in here to kind of figure out how I want them. I just kind of stagger them throughout the pockets. I loved that one, as it just kind of covered up a little bit, as that pattern does get a little bit busy, at least for me. I know that some people are very busy scrapbookers, but for me, it was just a little busy. Um, and my style. That's all. But yeah, so now here we go, just journaling a little bit. Thank you guys definitely for getting through all of this. Do not forget to go down in the comment section or the description and visit all of the amazing creators on Traci Reed's design creative team. Guys, there are so many amazing artists and creators out here. And I've seen all of their projects, and let me tell you, like, some people are fantastic with what they come up with and it's crazy how so many people can come up with so many different things out of one kit, and none of it looks the same. I think that's one thing about her creative team that I love. Like, I'm a more simple scrapbooker, whereas you have other scrapbookers on this team that are just, they have a way of just piling on amazing elements and making it all look beautiful. So thank you guys so much for being here. Definitely hit that subscribe button also if you are new, and I will see you guys in the next video. Happy holidays, and yeah, just, I always say breathe it out, right? That's what that card says. Breathe it out and everything will be a-okay. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.